Hello everyone, let us continue learning Python programming. In this video, we'll start off with yet another essential topic in Python, that is the OOPS concepts. As already mentioned, Python is basically an OOPS language which supports object-oriented programming and which is 100% object-oriented. Each and every functionality in Python that is done is with the help of classes and objects. Let us see how. And as we already saw, the data types such as list, tuple, sets, dictionaries are all nothing but classes in Python. Now let's talk about how to create user-defined classes, how to create constructors, how to create a destructor, the types of access specifiers, public, private and protected, much more about OOPS concepts in Python. Now Python is such an easy language. Let us start off with creating a file called cp12.py. To create a class in Python, we use this keyword called class followed by the class name. I'm using a name as capital A and the function capital A and a semicolon to end it. Now since there is nothing such as declarations in Python, we directly head down to our constructor function. The constructor function in Python is quite different from what we had in C++ and Java, where here we use a keyword called init, which stands for initialization, that is initialize, and we are supposed to mandatorily have the first argument of any of the member functions to possess the keyword of self. Now having this self keyword inside a function makes this function as a member function of class A. So here I'm not going to use any of the variables, rather I'm going to simply say print constructor called. Yes. Now I'm going to create an object for this class. Obj is equal to A of. Yes, I'm not going to call any of the print statement here, rather I'm only creating this object. So let me run this file and make things clear. Python 3 space cp12.py. When I run this, you can very well see the constructor is being called. Reason being the moment you create an object for this class, the constructor will get called. Now let me define another function called fun. I'll save this. Now when I run this, you can see only the constructor is being called. The function fun won't be called. If you want to call this function, then I have to use obj.fun, where obj represents the object and there is a function named as fun inside the object. So only when you can see the fun function is being called. This is all about calling a function or a member function from a class object in Python. To add a little more detail, let us talk about having some member variables. Now in order to have a member variable, self dot var1 is equal to var1 is equal to variable 1. This is the variable 1 I have. Self dot underscore var1, so var, I'll make this as single underscore is basically a protected variable. Now let us try printing each and every value outside the class. So we will try to use have the exceptions error handling blocks here. Try print obj dot where except, I'll just pass, try print obj dot underscore where except, I'll do nothing, I'll just, or else I'll print exception in printing protected variable So we'll use only for protected and private variable, because as we already know, public variable is always printed. Let us see the output of this file. When I run this file, you can very well see the public variable is being printed. It is accessible outside the main class. That is obvious, very well known. I am unable to access the private member of this particular class, and protect member is, as since the whole data is inside the same file, it is file restricted. We can access the protected members outside the class. It is doable. Now, as you can very well see, we also previously discussed about how to use doners in Python and how essential it is, and that is how it is made use here. A single underscore before the variable name makes this variable as a protected variable. A double underscore before the variable name makes this variable as a private variable. That is how private, protected and public variables are being created and accessed in terms of Python programming. That's it all about objects and classes. Now, next video we'll also talk about structures about OOPS concepts in Python. Thank you.